Alright, let's talk about the Indo-Pacific. While you were busy getting a sunburn, the geopolitical climate in the region has been heating up faster than a forgotten hot pocket in a microwave. This vast expanse of water, crisscrossed by the world's busiest shipping lanes, has become the main stage for a global power competition. The year is 2026, and the old ways of doing things are obsolete. Countries are drawing lines in the water, and alliances are being re-evaluated. The central question is no longer if there will be a confrontation, but when and how. The shifts happening right now are reshaping the world we live in. The stability of the global economy and the flow of goods are tied to what happens in this massive body of water. So, what's the big new development? The United States, Japan, and South Korea have decided to form a new power web, a security triangle designed to face the challenges of the 21st century head-on. So, let's get into the specifics of this new arrangement. This isn't just another alliance on paper. What's happening here is a fundamental shift in how three major powers are choosing to work together in a rapidly changing world. Picture a triangle, its corners marked by the United States, Japan, and South Korea. But this isn't the kind of triangle you learned about in math class. This one is drawn with strategy, trust, and shared interests. For decades, these three countries were connected, but mostly through Washington, with the US acting as the central hub. The relationships between Tokyo and Seoul were often cool, sometimes even tense. Now, the lines of this triangle are being drawn in more boldly, connecting all 3 points directly. It's about building trust and direct communication between all sides, not just relying on the US as a go-between. This isn't just about being friends anymore. It's about creating an integrated security network that can respond quickly and decisively to any threat. The goal is to create a seamless web of defense cooperation, one that is greater than the sum of its parts. Each country brings unique strengths, and together, they form a much stronger shield. This trilateral partnership is designed to deter aggression and present a united front in a crowded region where tensions can flare up quickly and unpredictably. In the vastness of the Indo-Pacific, having three advanced nations working in lockstep is a game changer. It sends a clear message to any potential adversary. These countries stand together. They can now share intelligence in real time, coordinate military movements with unprecedented speed, and pool their technological resources to develop cutting-edge defense systems. This means faster innovation and a technological edge over rivals. This level of integration makes the alliance more resilient and a credible deterrent. It's not just about reacting to threats, but about anticipating them together. Ultimately, this new security triangle is America's answer to the changing dynamics in the Indo-Pacific. It's a proactive move, not a reactive one. By weaving Japan and South Korea into a tighter embrace, the US is building a more robust security architecture, one that can adapt to new challenges as they arise. This isn't just about adding more ships or planes. It's about creating a network effect, where the whole is far more powerful than the individual parts. It's a strategic power-up that fundamentally alters the balance of power in the world's most important region, setting the stage for a new era of cooperation and stability. For this grand triangle to work, Japan and South Korea had to overcome a complicated history. The legacy of Japan's colonial rule over Korea left deep scars. These historical grievances constantly spilled over into modern-day politics, trade, and security. For decades, this animosity was a major roadblock to a cohesive regional strategy. The rise of a more assertive China and the threat from North Korea's nuclear program created a shared sense of urgency. Leaders in both Tokyo and Seoul began to realize that clinging to past grievances was a luxury they could no longer afford. How did Japan and South Korea go from historical foes to strategic partners? Uncle Sam played matchmaker, orchestrating a diplomatic dance that would transform the region's security landscape. The US has been trying to foster a trilateral relationship for years, recognizing the potential power of unity in a region fraught with tension and historical grievances. Washington needed them to work together, not just for their own security, but for America's as well. The stakes were high, with regional stability hanging in the balance. A cohesive trilateral alliance is exponentially more powerful than three separate bilateral ones. This synergy could counterbalance regional threats more effectively. The breakthrough came with high-level diplomatic pushes, culminating in landmark summits that set the stage for unprecedented cooperation. America acted as a facilitator, urging them to look to the future instead of the past. This forward-thinking approach was crucial in overcoming historical animosities. It provided security assurances that made it easier for both Japanese and South Korean leaders to mend fences paving the way for a new era of collaboration. The U.S. institutionalized the relationship, setting up regular meetings and joint working groups. This ensured that cooperation wasn't just a one-time event, but a continuous process. By making trilateral cooperation a habit, the U.S. helped build the muscle memory of partnership, creating a robust framework for future challenges. It was a long process, but it succeeded in turning two wary neighbors into key pillars of a new regional security architecture. This transformation was not just strategic, but symbolic. This took the relationship beyond the whims of individual leaders and embedded it into the bureaucratic machinery of all three governments, ensuring its durability and resilience. Now we get to the really interesting part: the hardware. The core of this new trilateral strategy is the deep integration of military technology and joint operational planning. The goal is to create a single cohesive defense network that can see everything, share everything, and act as one. A prime example is the real-time sharing of missile warning data. Their systems are being linked, creating a much clearer, faster, and more accurate picture of threats. This technological sharing extends to joint training exercises that are becoming more complex and frequent. These exercises build interoperability, ensuring they can operate as a seamless, unified force from day one. An adversary planning any sort of military action has to contend with three highly advanced coordinated militaries. This shared technological backbone and joint operational planning make it much less likely that the defense will ever need to be used. Let's zoom in on the map. The Luzon Strait. This narrow stretch of water, often overlooked on a global scale, is actually one of the most strategically significant maritime corridors in the world. It's the channel that separates Taiwan from the Philippines, forming a critical choke point for both commercial shipping and military movement. Every day, countless vessels pass through, carrying goods, energy supplies, and vital resources between the Pacific and the South China Sea. For China, the Luzon Strait is a potential cage door, a narrow exit to the wider Pacific. It's not just a route, but a lifeline for Chinese naval forces, especially its submarines, seeking access to deeper waters. If this strait were ever controlled by an adversary, a large portion of the Chinese fleet could be bottled up, unable to break out into the Pacific. This vulnerability keeps Chinese military planners up at night. This makes the strait a critical vulnerability for Beijing, and a major strategic focus for the US and its allies, who see control of this waterway as a way to contain Chinese naval ambitions. The US has been strengthening its military ties with the Philippines, gaining access to bases near the Luzon Strait. These bases provide a forward presence and rapid response capability in the event of a crisis. These bases, combined with Japanese and US forces, create a powerful crossfire, making it extremely difficult for any hostile fleet to pass through undetected or unchallenged. With advanced surveillance and monitoring, they can effectively track, monitor, and control all air and sea traffic passing through this choke point, ensuring no movement goes unnoticed. The role of Japan and South Korea is crucial. Their participation adds significant weight to the regional security architecture. Their advanced naval and air assets can support operations further south, extending the reach and effectiveness of Allied forces across the region. By integrating their operational plans, the Trilateral Alliance creates a layered defense, making it nearly impossible for any adversary to exploit gaps in the security network. The Luzon Strait is a central piece of the Indo-Pacific security puzzle. Its geography dictates strategy. This is Strategic Geography 101, where control of a narrow waterway can shape the balance of power. This isn't just a local issue. It's a central piece of the entire Indo-Pacific security puzzle. Whoever controls the Luzon Strait holds a key to the future of regional stability and global maritime trade. Take a standard map of the world and turn it on its side. Put east at the top. Suddenly, your whole perspective changes. This isn't just a neat party trick, it's a concept that military planners in the Pacific are taking seriously. When you put east at the top, you see the world as it looks from Tokyo or Seoul. The island chains look like a central barrier, a front line. This east-up perspective reorients your strategic thinking. It emphasizes the maritime nature of the region and highlights the importance of controlling sea and air lanes. For the US-Japan-South Korea alliance, it underscores the importance of their geographic positions. Japan is a massive, unsinkable aircraft carrier. South Korea is a fortified bastion. This reorientation helps explain the alliance's focus on long-range capabilities. The East-Up map makes it visually obvious that the fight for the Pacific will be won or lost based on who can control the vast blue spaces. The formation of this US-Japan-South Korea security triangle isn't happening in a vacuum. It's like dropping a very large, strategically significant boulder into the global pond. For other US allies, this is a welcome development. It strengthens the network of like-minded democracies. This trilateral core provides a center of gravity for other security partnerships. We're seeing this with the AUKUS Pact and the Quad. The alliance acts as the northeastern cornerstone of a broader web of alliances. It sends a clear message. The democratic world is getting organized. For potential adversaries, this tightening alliance is seen as a direct challenge. We could see a world increasingly divided into two competing blocks. A strong, integrated alliance can enhance deterrence and make large-scale conflict less likely. However, forming such an alliance can increase tensions and fuel an arms race. So, where does all this leave us in January 2026? We are witnessing a profound realignment of power in the world's most critical region. The new security triangle is a bold strategy born out of necessity. It's an attempt to build a durable peace through credible strength. The potential benefits are clear. A stable and secure Indo-Pacific is good for everyone. However, the risks are just as real. This new power web could be perceived as a provocation, leading to an escalatory spiral. The line between deterrence and provocation is thin, and one miscalculation could have devastating consequences. The success or failure of this strategy will depend on statecraft, diplomacy, and luck. The future of the Indo-Pacific and the world is being written. The question is whether it will be one of peace or tension.